What's your earliest memories with the horses?
So I saw that you did an interview with Chuck Simon a couple days ago. I am from the harness track, and Chuck's first job was for my father. So full circle, I grew up on the harness track side of things over across the street from here.
And you know, what made you fall in love with the horses?
You know, the horses are easy. They've been a prevalent part of my life. I really didn't have an interest in thoroughbreds growing up. I grew up with harness horses. My parents got out of it when I was a teenager. I participated in rodeos at barrel race. We moved down to Florida and got out of the harness business. And my parents came back up here, and I got a job as a hot walker. And that was it. I was going to school for pre-med. And I love working with the horses. They're so special. You know, it's a challenge every day. There's just something about them, though, that makes you come in and excited to do what you do every day.
What's your favorite moment throughout the years as a trainer?
Anytime you win a race, it's exciting, and can't take for granted how hard it is to get there. There's so many things that can happen between when they first come in to when they step into that gate. So anytime you come out and they're first, there's no feeling like it.
Who was a mentor for you?
Chuck Simon was.
Chuck Simon.
I started working for Chuck right out of college. I was 22 years old, and I think Chuck took me under his wing just because he had known me since I was a kid in diapers, and really gave me guidance and focus, and took me under his wing and just got me into it. And once he asked me to learn to be an assistant trainer, I really just focused and honed in my skills.
What kind of trainer was Chuck?
The one thing I'll say about Chuck is if you made a mistake, it wasn't the end of the world. He'd talk you through it, and that was in life and with the horses. So.
And you know, for you, who's the best jockey you ever seen ride a horse?
Oh, that's a tough one. I really think it's such a loss that Ramon Dominguez doesn't ride anymore, because he's a friend and just an absolute great person, and on a horse, just really smart, really well thought out. If he made a mistake, he knew he'd come back and tell you that he made a mistake. But he put horses and rode smart races, put the horses where they could win the races. So he's missed out here for sure.
And you know, right? The people that work with the horse in the backstretch, how important are these people?
They are immensely important. None of this can happen if you don't have the hot walkers to walk them, the grooms that are looking out for them, the riders to implement the plans that you're trying to set forth, the assistant trainers who are here from sunup to sundown, the night watchmen, you know, from start to finish. Like I said before, anything can go wrong, and you have to have a really good team behind you. You know, if something happens, say a horse gets loose, they manage it, they get on top of it. You know, and you've got to just have really good people watching out for them, because the horses come first.
What do you think about the real players?
I love it. You know, I think it's great to bring part of our world to everybody else. And there's so many interesting characters and so many important people. You know, us trainers come out here and put the saddles on, and we're the face of this, but there's so many other people, from the handicappers, even just to the characters that are out here at the races day in and day out. It's so neat to see it brought in to the outside world.
In your lifetime, who goes down as the best trainer?
You know, I have great admiration and respect for trainers like Bill Mott and Todd Pletcher, who show up every year. Wayne Lucas, he's coming back, and he's in his 80s, and he's, I think, what we should all aspire to do. Wake up every day and be excited to do this, because we have bad days, and it's really hard some days to just wake up and be excited, because you might have something happen that gets you down. But you know, you look at Wayne, and he's out there on his pony in the rain, and it's an inspiration.